Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. Things are getting quite spicy out there in FX as the U.S. government continues to stay shut down. No economic numbers due in sight, so the market's just doing what it normally does. You got the euro dollar under fire. No surprise there. We just hit fresh new lows in the euro dollar. It's under fire from French political chaos. The yen itself, the dollar yen itself is rallying very, very strongly right now. Actually, up at 152.77 after making a recent high at 153. The figure, man, that's we got sterling yen also in an upward movement due to dollar yen itself. Caught a really good trade in sterling yen yesterday. If you were part of our trading group, would have been awesome, bro. So let's break it all down. Let's break down what's going on. We'll see who's actually in charge, what's going on in this market. Now, the yen hit fresh new lows as markets debate who's really in Takiyaki's cabinet, and it's ripping through every major pair. So, really, there's some rumors out there that the Bank of Japan is going to be looking for concerted intervention to slow down the U.S. dollar's rise uh, against the yen. But as I said yesterday in yesterday's video, if after intervention, look for support levels to buy it because, when central banks have to intervene, it means that the trend is so strong upward that and they're not going to be able to curtail it. It's kind of like a waste of money every time they do it. But what they do is they try to get, speculators that are over leveraged, they get to try to pull them out of the market. Let's move over to good old Eurodollar. Let's start with that. We had a bad flag pattern that we fell out. We said that the level of support for this was really right around 116.52. The major support of the euro dollar we said was at 116.28. If you went back to previous videos where I said on the weekly analysis, the close below 117.52 was actually showing that the euro dollar it had inherent weakness. The resistance was at 118.30 and it played out perfectly. Played out perfectly. Now, I have not been short the euro dollar. I've been playing around in sterling yen and euro yen. And I've been long those because dollar yen's velocity, the strength of the dollar versus the yen, is a lot stronger than the euro dollar as it's falling out of bed right now. But really, the euro dollar itself, if it closes today below 116, say 30, on a daily basis, this thing's headed to like 115, like 50. All right. I'll get the exact. Hang on. Let me get some exact points so I don't sound like a madman. Okay, so the first level of defense is 115.70. Let me put a level right there. 115, 115. Okay, 72, close enough. That's the first level. If we close below this, but first target's 115.70. It may close down here. If it does that, it's opening up to 115, like 10, 115.10, right down here, 115, right there, close enough. A break of that is opening up 114.50. All right, so, and I don't really even think it's going to drive down that low that quickly, but it could. Hang on, what happened to my lines? Hang on one second. I don't know what happened there. Playing disappearing games. All right, so the level below this is 114.80. All right, so if we can close back above like 116, say 30, if it can, then it's actually, it can potentially, it needs really to close above 116.51. Ultimately, it's got to get above like 118.30 up here. Where is that 118.30? Actually, right here, 118.21. This is the area. It's actually showing some weakness. So the bad flag pattern is playing out right now, driving prices down lower. All right, so let me move over to good old dollar yen. Dollar yen, woo! Um, yen's taking a beating right now. We went up to what, 153, the figure. Um, we haven't seen these highs for quite a while in dollar yen. So really, it's got to hold. I'm going to say short term 152.12 has to hold that level in order to continue higher. The next level above 153 is 154 even. Very, very powerful level. 154 even right there. Let's go to a 1 hour chart so you can actually see it a little bit better. Hang on one second. What's going on with my chart here? So the support right now stands at 152. Really, there's two levels. If I come up to this one right there, I'm going to come up even a little bit higher to this close right here. This low bar's close, this down bar's close. That's your first warning level. The next level underneath it is right down. I'm going to go right there, 152, the figure. It needs to get over the resistance. It has to get over is 153.38. Then it's opening up a rally to 154. I do believe like up in this area is going to be very, very difficult for a quick run up. I think that the market's going to actually offer some serious resistance in between this 153 and 153.38. So be on your guard because it could get a quick flush down. Not that it's coming off, but that, they're going to run stops. They're definitely going to run stops. So let's move on over to good old sterling dollar itself. Sterling dollars bear flag also playing out right now. Of course, here's the neckline right there, 133, 23. If that level goes, we're looking at like 132.75-ish. Let me put a level up there for you, 132.75. A break of that's actually opening up like 132, the figure. Let me just go here, 132, right there. Right there be a target if it breaks that. If it can hold up above this, really what it needs to do right now is it needs to get above, like 135 the figure. 135 the figure. That's the level of upper resistance right now. If it can get through that, then it can open up potentially back close to like 135.80. It's both the euro and the sterling are weak at the moment. There hasn't really been a change of character in it, so we just got to, you know, you got to look to sell rallies right now as it stands. Um, but you got to watch dollar yen because if dollar yen all of a sudden it cools off and it starts just retracing downward just to basically consolidate, that could give some, tailwinds to the euro and to the sterling. Let's move over to good old sterling yen. This is one, oh man, I caught this one, got long at 203.08. So that was a good move. Hang on one second. Yeah. All right. So it got long at 203.08. Had to stop at 202.78. What a move, man. Straight upward. Beautiful. Just got taken out on a protective stop at 204.80. Drifting a little bit lower right now. So we made it up to 205.32. We haven't seen these prices in forever either. When we made the high, remember the high was 208.12 and the market cooled off rapidly from that. So we're approaching that, we're close to the all-time high. We're not at the all-time high, but we are close to it for the yearly high of 2812. Um, so right now there's going to be resistance really right here at 205. Okay. Um, so by it drifting a little bit lower now, we have some room to move back down to potentially like 203, say 95, 203, 85, something like that, 85, 95. The only way it shows any type of strength of it can pop up through that 205.32. I think it's kind of over for the day. Right now I'm already really late to the party because I've been trying to fiddle around with the sound on this thing to make it sound better. Because I have two different computers that I use, and the one I use for my crypto is a completely different computer. It sounds great. This is my other computer, same computer, but obviously I didn't set the OBS right. So anyway, I fixed it. So right now, as it stands right now, the resistance of sterling yen is going to be, let's see, where did I get resistance at? 204.90, 204.90. That's the level, 204.90. Let me put a level up there. 204.90 is the resistance. It's drifting now. If it stays below this, it's drifting back down towards, I would go like right in here, 203.89 potentially. That's where it is. If it breaks that, something's up. You're going back down a little bit lower. Let me go like here. Let me go down to this area right there. Would be a target area for it to come down to. If it does break that, look at this. I mean, then it would has potential actually to come back down to this high right there, the 203.06 level right there, right here. So if it breaks this, it could drift down to this top. This top should act as a support and create more channeling. If not, then something's up, you know. But let's go over to good old euro yen. Euro yen, man. Hang on. Why does my chart keep disappearing? Sorry, guys. All right, we're coming up to really like what's on this thing is a possible like symmetrical triangle. So it's like a compressed move. So if I look at this, this was the gap upward, right? So, you know, I would have to use this as like the base. And, you know, the trend line's coming up. Let's do a trend line. Um, let's just do a trend line here. Let's see if we can get like a possible decent touch. Like right there is a trend line. Here's a flat top. In order for show strength, it needs to get through that top. If it breaks down through this level, we're going to be threatening the support level right there. All right, so that's what I got going for you guys right now. So a break of this level right here, 177.20, is opening up to 176.73. If that trend line breaks, we're looking like we can potentially go down to this low. I don't think it's going to happen right away. I mean, I think that like right here would be the level that I have to put the base at, because this huge gap, now if that breaks, you know, then we're going to fill this gap. But right now as it stands, you know, it's supported right now at 176.82. This is the level we got to watch, 177.22. If that level goes, we're drifting lower towards this. The only way it shows any strength, and you got to pay attention to dollar yen, of course, is if we break up through this top and dollar yen is continuing to rally and it's above 153. All right, so that's what I got going on for you guys today. Please, if you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget, you can get yourself a free ebook and video series in the description. And, you know, keep your eye out for the boot camp, which is long overdue to be put out. But anyway, remember, always, always, please share my videos far and wide. And also, as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but make sure you dance near the door. Cheers.